and good afternoon. It's Warm Sweet Honey. I'm making myself a pot of coffee. I'm having today dark roast Monsoon Malabar. It's a single origin coffee with notes of red wine and Brazil nuts. Freshly ground coffee from Whittards. And also I've got milk chocolate and white chocolate coated espresso beans and cappuccino flavour espresso beans. From Whittards. Not cheap, but they are nice. So did you all have a good Valentine's yesterday? It's raining, Tilly. I was a bit disappointed. I didn't get no cards. But it's not the end of the world, is it? You know, there's people out there that gets nothing at all throughout the year. Thinking of those on the streets. Well, I put my things on this morning. And this one's not as baggy as the other clothes I wear, because I don't know, some of you know, just lost 4 stone. I'm struggling to get the other stone off, so everything's all baggy. I have bought some new bits, all my new lingerie, all baggy on the boobs, but we've got to use them because it's just a waste of money otherwise. So I'm going to do this coffee and I think I'm going to have a cappuccino. Cup of cappuccino. Whoops. All they are is like little, they're coffee beans covered in white chocolate. Quite strong. But they're nice. So we'll have a couple of those. I was going to do some crumpets, but I don't really feel that pepperish at the moment. I've just had my bath. I've been to the spin class this morning. I do my spin on a Friday, Saturday, sometimes on a Sunday, and then on Monday, I do spin on a Tuesday as well. I do aqua aerobics on a Monday, Wednesday and a Thursday. I do mainly at Kimberley Leisure Centre. My spin class I do Lamas and the other one at Hucknall, which is good. But all that spinning, I'm not getting my hips, they're not taking shape. And my bottom is still enormous. But hey ho, we can't have good looks and wealth and everything else, can we? So I'm going to do this coffee and I will be with you shortly. Tray, look, coffee there and my milk jug. Let me show you my little sugar bowl. I don't take sugar, but I was sent these off my wish list. And you, if you're watching this video, will know who you are. Because I do love my Alice in Wonderland. But I put the sugar bowl on there just for it to be a set. And that's my little Mad Hatter cup. It's quite sweet. I bought that myself. But I've had so much bought me off different people, off my wish list. And yeah. So this coffee is a San Agustin Colombia medium roast. This one's a single origin coffee with notes of lemon and walnut. Again, from Whittards. They have loads of different coffees. And they're just coffee beans and then they grind them freshly for you. I mean, I've had that for a little while now because I've not been drinking much coffee. But you have coffee one day, don't you? And then you go off it. This morning I went after my spin class to the market in, I can't even remember, the Sutton in Ashfield market. 7 strawberries for £3 bloody. 7 strawberries. And I got some plums, a bit soft, so I put them in there. And then all that in there for Tilly. Not that she eats the fruit, to be fair. She just throws it at the bottom of the cake. She does like her apple. I give her that with her breakfast in the morning. So she had that this morning before I went to my spin class. So I'm going to have some strawberries and cream later. If you want to come and have some cream with me, you're more than welcome. So let's plunge. It's going down nice and slowly. Oops. I think I may have put a bit too much coffee in it actually. Or maybe I filled it up too much to the brim. So. Would you like to come and have a coffee with me? And talk about shit all day? I'm having cream. It's a bit thick. That's lovely and strong. I mean, you can go to these coffee bars, don't you? Like Starbucks, and my goodness, the price of coffees. I don't really go to these coffee places because I find it a total rip-off. You know, for what? I mean, I do like my cappuccinos when I go out, but it's full of froth, which is unacceptable, really. But again, that's cappuccinos for you, isn't it? Let's see what this coffee tastes like. Oh, yes. As you can hear, I've got the dryer on and my washer going. I've got the dishwasher on. Right, that should be about finished now. Because on a Saturday, you just try to catch up, don't you? Yeah, I was going to go out, but the rain is just, it's that fine drizzle, isn't it? And it's not very nice to be getting wet. And it's so bloody cold as well. I just get fed up with the cold weather. And everybody does though, don't they? These are all my chocolates in here. And loads of chocolates. Got marzipan, gingerbread, coconut, cookies and cream, orange hot chocolate. So we'll have one of those tonight, shall we? Not good for the losing weight though, it's just all calories, isn't it? So shall we go and sit down? Let's set the tray and go and sit down. And so we just sat down. This is the piece in my extension. This is my sofa bed. That is Tilly, you can keep hearing squeaking. She just loves to be noticed. She's normally flying about, but she causes so much havoc. She's just making so much mess, and it's just constantly cleaning. I mean, all of it I hoovered, and just food. She just bites it and throws it. But that's animals for you, isn't it? Can't do nothing. If you want the animals, you've got to look after them and keep them clean. She needs a bigger cage really, and I've seen one in Kirkby, the reptile centre. Oh God Lord. It's just a short way down past the swimming baths as you go towards LD, or is it Lidl, whichever. And they've got a big, it's not a crocodile, I can't remember the name of it, and they let it around the shop, and it's massive, and it's in this enclosure obviously, but it was in a bath, like a square bath, and it didn't look big enough for him, and I was amazed. And his name's called Mr. Again, I forgot. Am I getting dementia? Or am I going senile? But they've got this big reptile, and it's lovely, and he's so tame. And there were two, they adopted him off a couple. And what they said, they took the two, and it was a male and a female, but they fed them on I can't remember. They fed them on something, I don't know if it was a rat or a fish or something. So then the female bit the male. So because of that, the previous owners had fed them this. They got a bit like cannibal, eating whatever. So they had to part them. So he is in the enclosure at the reptile shop. Exotic pets or something it's called. I only went in there to look for some food for Tilly, because I go to Leicester to get her food, as some of you know. And it's a trek. It's a bloody trek. But I could order it online. I've ordered it from Northern Parrots a couple of times. But they don't sell what she has. And I've tried other stuff, but then she's not eating it. So it's all got wasted. And she likes a yogurt banana with, it's like a banana and it's got yogurt on it. She eats the yogurt off it, but she doesn't eat the banana. So I go for that, but I can get them from Holland and Barrett, but they're double the price of what I pay at the parrot shop. And I get her jellies as well, whereas Northern Parrots are more expensive to buy, the amount that I buy for her once a month. And you know, I like it because it's a trip out, isn't it, as well? So yeah, so if any of you is in Leicester, when I go, it's Colville, Midland Parrot, and you can meet up for coffee. I'm telling you, meet up for coffee. So yeah, so that's it really. So this pet shop, it was, I want to go in again. Mr. Jones, I don't think his name, I can't remember anyway. I'm not going to rabbit on about it, but I will go in and have a look at him again because he was lovely, and I'd love to hold him or even touch him, to be fair. Whether he allows people to touch him, I don't know, because I say it's that they let him out in the shop, so people must touch him, especially the kids. But yeah, so there you go. So I've just had my bath. And I've done all this bungalow, as quite a few of you know. It took me 2 years to get this place right because it was a fuck up when I bought it. I didn't see the problems. So I've just had a bath. I knew yesterday, I noticed when I was in the shower, above the shower, the ceiling looked a bit. And I thought, is that mould? Is it wet? But I've just had my bath to shave my bits and bobs. And the bloody paint's flaking, isn't it? So I'm not happy because I don't want to be going over stuff, doing it again, because it's took me so long and it's been so stressful. But it's blistered and it's flaking, so it's obviously the skimming. So I'll have to get when it warms up, I'm not doing anything until it warms up. I mean, all the skirting boards need painting in here. I'm not doing anything until it warms up and I can chuck her outside, because she's plucking and there's feathers everywhere. The vet said it's stress. It could be stress. But you know, he could do blood tests and x-rays, £600. I don't warrant it. I don't warrant it, because she's still herself. She doesn't show signs of being poorly. She's mental, as she's always been. And he said it could be the stress of having workmen in for the last 2 years, banging and drilling and what have you. So I thought, because she's been doing it 2 years now, and it's 2 years since I've been in here. I've had her 12 years. I had her from a chick. So I've hand reared her. And what was I saying? Yeah, so it's only the 2 years she's been plucking. And, or is it a year? Oh, I don't know, I lose bloody track of time, me. So she's still plucking, and she's got no feathers on her torso. She's just got like the underdown. And when her feathers grow, I mean, her feathers are growing lovely, but then she plucks them out. But she's been quite fruity, like trying to copulate on my hand. I mean, she copulated the other day because I was fidgeting my hand, and she was squeaking and dancing, and as they do when they're mating. But she did copulate on my hand, and it was a mess. And she's regurgitating food all the time, which is not very nice. Because once it comes up, it's so sticky. And I've got blooming baby wipes everywhere. But I've got to find another source of cleaning cloths for her, probably a damp cloth. Because I mean, I think all these pink, because I use puppy pads for a tray and a tree. And, you know, it's all on the environment, isn't it? You know, it's not doing any favours to our environment. And I did buy some puppy pads that you could wash. But I was having a few difficulties with them because they was big and there wasn't, I don't know, I just couldn't get on with them, but ayo. So really they should bring out that's a bit biodegradable, and they're expensive. I mean, they're £10 every time she has them, a big bag. I try to reuse them as much as I can, get the benefit, especially on a tree. I know it's not very nice to see, but you know, try to make the most out of it. So yes, so going back, here I am again, and I'm having trouble getting a videographer. Now, how bloody difficult is it? I've been on adult folio, model folio, loads of photographers, and they're not interested. I mean, I'm going to pay them. All I want is them to come once a month to shoot my content for me. I will pay them their daily rate, you know, their daily fee, because I want the content for me. I don't want it posting out in free areas like when you do content share, it's out there and you've got no control over it. So I just want a videographer that can shoot my videos and edit them for me, of course. But it's just amateur stuff. It's not anything all nice swinging and dancing. And it's so difficult to find one. They all want the younger ladies. I mean, you know, what about us? Because these photographers I do contact, whoops, they are sort of like round about my age, 40s, 50s, you know, 60s, some of them. But they want the younger ones with the fake tits and fake lips and whatever. But you know, if that's what they want to shoot. And a lot of them do it time for TFP, time for prints. But I'm paying them because I want the stuff for me. And I can't get one. I've just lost it. I've had it up to it. It's so stressful. Excuse me. It is stressful trying to get one. I met up with one a couple of weeks ago, but I don't think he wants to shoot. The impression I get, he doesn't want to shoot with me because he does a lot of TFP with the other models that he shoots. I don't know. I mean, I've messaged him a few times, he messages me back. but there's no inclination that he wants to come back and shoot, but you know, it's his choice. So if there's any videographers out there who would like to come and shoot an old bird, all I want you to do is just shoot me some videos, boy, girl, bukakis, gangbangs, everything. You know, I will pay. Don't go wild though, because I'm not paying over the odds. Because the gentleman I used to have, Andy, he was lovely. He only used to charge me 100 quid a day, but he came from Northampton. But he's retired now. He's a professional photographer. He had a studio at Northampton, and it was lovely. He edited my stuff and sent it on to me. Job done. And then COVID hit, didn't it? Which spoiled it for everybody. So we never got together again. And now he's retired. He's got health problems as well. That we all have as we're getting mature in our years. So I've lost Andy, and he was lovely. I used to love him coming. But we can't have everything, can we? But not to worry. So there's nothing much more. Well, I can tell you lots more and rabbit on and have rabbit on and rabbit on. But I think I've done it for today. This is my first video that I've done solo on my own. I'm going to put it on YouTube. I took the TikTok down. I don't know whether it was a good thing or bad thing, because it's for the younger ones, isn't it, really? So yeah. So it's been lovely talking to you all. Rabbiting on like a nutcase. And I hope that you come and join me for a cup of coffee. From Woodtards, of course, in a cafetiere. Eh? Nice cafetiere, look. God knows. I don't know what you'd pay for what a cafetiere pot of coffee in a coffee shop, because I don't really go. I go to a garden centre. I love going to garden centres. My favourite one is Jacksdale. That's nice, I like it. And my second favourite, I used to like going to Brookfield, but they've spoilt it. You know, now it's, God, they upgraded it a few years ago. I used to always be up there, but then again I live nearer that way. I mean, I've moved away from my other bungalow. I've been here 2 years. I had to move because I was being harassed by, he was a friend, not sexually, but he was controlling all the time, and you know, wanted me to make him my executor. Oh, he was just controlling, and I couldn't do it, so I had to move. Hence I took this place. I thought I was doing well with it having the big extension. I mean, it didn't have any of the kitchen in, it just had the little kitchen that is my utility room now. And then I had the kitchen put up there, and then I've tiled it and done everything to it. So it's okay, it's all done now. It's cost me a lot of money, and I've had to take a bloody loan on, which has made me a bit tight on budget, but it had to be done. So I will love you and leave you all, and it's been lovely talking to you, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to me rabbit on. So see you soon, take care.